Hola clase, hoy vamos a hablar de los infinitivos. Las metas para el video. I can define an infinitive. I can identify infinitives from a list of Spanish words. So, I can tell what an infinitive is, and I can pick them out if you are given a list of Spanish words. ¿Qué es un verbo? La acción en una frase. A verb is the action in a sentence. Por ejemplo, I swim, she plays, they jump, we watch TV. Swim, plays, jump, watch, those are actions. Those are our verbs. Los infinitivos. El infinitivo es la forma más básica de un verbo. So talking about verbs, they're the action in a sentence. An infinitive is the most basic form of a verb. So it's before we conjugate it or before we tell who the subject is, who's doing the verb. It's in its most basic form. In English, to run, to swim, to watch. All it is just the verb. We're not saying anything about who's doing these actions, just the verb. En español, los infinitivos terminan en AR, ER, o IR. So, in Spanish, all of our infinitives, or our verbs in their most basic form before we change them in any way, all infinitives end in AR, ER, or IR. Think about our vocab words. Bailar, correr, escribir, nadar, esquiar, leer. Those are all verbs. They are all action words. You're saying, we've been learning about how saying what we like to do. To do, our actions, are infinitives or verbs. So in español, correr, nadar, ver. These are our infinitives. And notice how they end in ER, AR, IR. Again, all infinitives in Spanish end in AR, ER, or IR. Con me gusta y no me gusta usamos los infinitivos. We've been learning that in order to say I like to do something, I don't like to do something, we're using infinitives. So an infinitive will follow me gusta or no me gusta. Por ejemplo, a mí me gusta leer, a mí me gusta correr, a mí me gusta ver la tele. Notice how these are infinitives. They end in ER, and they're coming after me gusta. So in other words, you can say it's me gusta and then an infinitive. A practicar. ¿Cuáles son los infinitivos? Oh. ¿Cuáles son los infinitivos? In your notebook, write down the words here that are infinitives. Remember, infinitives end in AR, ER, or IR. That's how you're going to be able to tell. And remember that infinitives are verbs, so we're looking for action words. Okay? Write down in your notebook which are the infinitives here. Pause the video so that you can complete this activity. Para mañana necesitan los apuntes y la sección de práctica. Adiós.